As of now, there are 59 plants under my care in this apartment. Although I've grown up with plants in the sense that I used to be very fond of watering plants even when I was as a boy. I loved doing that. And now, for the past few years, since 2015, I've been, you know, you've been very, very interested uh, in having as many plants as possible. It happened in Gurgaon. It's happening in Mangalore, and I can call myself a plant parent, if at all there's such a word. And the thing about plants is you get that joy once in a while. You'll get that sporadic joy of seeing a bloom, but it doesn't last long because the flowers aren't going to be around for long. But when they happen, you feel very validated that okay, watering them, doing all those things that you're supposed to do according to YouTube. You're doing all of those things, and then you feel that okay, something is good, right? But there will be days when they'll just decide to die. They just log off, and you'll be like, what did I do wrong? Was there something wrong with the water? Uh, is this some kind of suicidal tendency among some plants during certain months of the year? You'll have all these questions because there's no one to answer. But then that's the thing about plants, right? Like, who cares except the one who is watering them? So what I've understood is that there's only so much you can do with plants. Very little, actually. They will bloom when they have to. They will shut down when they have to. You can't decide much for them. Suddenly, like it happened with me last month when a spider just showed up. And so it's not a small, city type spider. It's a proper, almost as big as my palm, maybe. And it just showed up on the hibiscus plant, and it built this very beautiful web right in the middle of the plant, and I was okay, like okay, this is how nature works. But what ended up happening is the plant died eventually. Like it's in its final stage right now, or maybe it's the winter. You don't know. But I have a feeling that these are all things that are so connected, so deeply rooted, no pun intended, that you or me, uh, because I'm assuming, are not the experts, can't figure out what really is going on. We want them to flourish, bloom all the time and be happy and green and away from all kinds of, pest. But the thing is, you can't control a lot. You can try, but you can't control a lot. And that is how it is, I think. Especially when you are a so-called uh, plant parent in a in a in a in an apartment. Let's say you have a sufficient space, a piece of land for yourself, then you can do much more, you know, real stuff. But in this case, it's going to be limited, and you're going to be at the mercy of your plants. I feel. I don't know, because these are these are not. They are just moving around. You can literally, move the pot from one place to another. They are not. They don't have a home as such. They're not connected. The earthing is missing. So yeah, this was a little not so eloquent rant about failing to understand your plants, because uh, failing to understand humans can never hurt as much as not being able to understand plants whose life, basically, who are alive because of you. You don't water them for 3 4 days, they are gone. So yeah, this is what this episode was all about.